Sorry if you can hear that noise. Aircraft going across. Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and this is my channel Linda T70. It's really good to have your company today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are a regular viewer and a subscriber, it's particularly good to have your company. And if you're a new person that's just happened to find my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you watch the video all the way through. Today I've got a very small Asos haul for you. I've got 3 dresses. They're all in their curve range, so I'll try those on shortly for you. First, to mention a couple of things first. When I did a shopping haul, was it the last one I did? I think when I bought some mascara, the Rimmel mascara, did quite well with that. I've got some on today. I mean, I don't know if I do this. I don't know if you can see my eyelashes. I probably look like a bit of a mad woman, don't I? But I tried to take a photo of them to show you a before and after, but that just went all wrong. But anyway, just suffice to say, I was quite pleased with it. I've come to the conclusion, which I think I've thought of several times before when I've talked about mascaras. It just doesn't help when you wear glasses, because I suppose the end of your eyelashes sort of constantly touch the end of touch the glasses, and you know, you get all the bits that come off. But anyway, I'm on this crusade to find a decent mascara. So for £10.95, the Rimmel, can't remember what it was called now, but the Rimmel one I tried in the last video, if you watch my videos in order, was pretty good. I've also dyed my hair using the light ash blonde. I've done the roots today, so that's done out of the way. And on the nightie situation, I've worn 2 of them, and they're both in the wash now, because they were nice to wear, to be fair. So I tried the bee one, the little bee one, which I think was from Bon Marché, I think so, and the sort of it was one with the palm trees on the front. I think that was from there as well. I'm not sure, honestly. A terrible memory, isn't it? But anyway, I've tried both of those. They're both very comfortable to wear. So when I wash them and dry them, and you know, I can sort of update you, because it's all very well me saying, well, I think these are all right, and then you never hear anything. But if you want to buy them, you might, if they all shrink, for example, or go all bobbly or something, you need to know, don't you? So watch this space and I shall update you on those. What else have I got to tell you? Had a bit of a nonsensical conversation with current husband this morning. He's feeling a bit sorry for himself because he's got a sore back. He's been lugging a lot of things around at work, and he's not a young man. He's not as old as me, but he's not a young man. And so I dosed him up with some paracetamol this morning and gave him some to take to work. And I did offer, because you know, this is the selfless person I am, to rub some of that stinky stuff in his back, but he'd already done that, so fortunately I didn't have to do that. So that stuff, why do they have to smell like that? Ooh. I did make the mistake of asking him what he fancied for dinner tonight, and I kind of expected him to do that thing that everyone does. Oh well, I don't know now what I'm going to want at 7 o'clock this evening, do I? But he didn't. He sort of flew into this, not really a rage, but into this, he went into one about, oh, well, I can't think of that. I've got to go to the stockists, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and I don't know how you expect me to think of things. You know, I'm no good at thinking. I thought, blimey. So we quite quickly got off of that subject. But then you know, I was sort of looking at him a bit bemused, really, because he's sitting there telling me that he can't think about anything else because he's got so much on his mind for work, and understandable, I get that. But the TV's on just over my shoulder, and Paloma Faith was on the BBC breakfast thing this morning, and I think it was an item about her reading a bedtime story on CBeebies or something. If you live in another country, go with me on this. I know you don't know what what CBeebies is, or probably don't anyway. So then he sort of switched, and he said, her songs really tell something about her life, don't they? And I said, what? And he said, her Paloma Faith, because we'd been watching her at the weekend at Glastonbury. We both quite like her, and she did quite a good set. And he said, yeah, because all her songs are really, really miserable because of she obviously had a controlling husband. And I said, well, I don't know really. So he said, yeah, I was just thinking about that. And I'm thinking, you can think about Paloma Faith and her controlling husband, but you can't think what you want for dinner tonight. So I was a bit miffed by this. So I said, well, I don't know. I know she's not married to anyone. Well, I said, I don't think she's married to anyone. I don't know why she's not married to them anymore. I wouldn't have a clue. And he said, well, why did she marry someone that was controlling then? And I said, and you know, I've got to say here, I don't know that she did, so don't sue me. But I said, well, I don't know. But I said, I don't think people start off like that, do they? They kind of get your, they get you into their web, don't they? Because as far as I gather it, people that end up controlling you start off as being fantastic and spoiling you and loving you, and, you know, they can't do enough for you. And then it all changes once you've kind of, well, they've got control of you. But that's another story. But I thought, you can't think about, oh, then he said, oh, I don't want any of that chicken stuff with the green stuff in it. And I'm thinking, he meant garlic chicken Kiev. So I have a good mind to buy some and give it to him just to serve him right. And I thought, well, blimey, I'm asking you about domestic things here, and all you're worried about is Paloma Faith. So there you go. Right, I thought I'd just tell you that. So the dresses I've got for you today, as I say, they are from Asos. I don't normally buy anything from there, but I thought somebody did, in one of my regulars suggested it, and they do a curve range. I have bought things from Asos in the past, but not for ages. Don't tend to be my go-to, so I didn't really know what to expect. It must be 3 or 4 years since I've had anything from them. But the 3 items I got, they're kind of all the same colourway, which wasn't intentional, but I will try them on. I'll show you what they are first. That's probably the best thing. I normally do that, don't I? So I've written down here what they are. So the first dress, now I don't know how the sizing is for Asos. As I say, they're all Asos curve. I know they well, I'm sure they do other brands on their website, don't they? But these are all Asos ones. Did I say that enough times? Asos curve. I don't know what their sizes are like, so I bought the 2 of them are a 22, size 22, and one is an extra large, which seemed to correlate to a 22 when I looked on their measuring thing. I am, for people that don't know, I am 5'7". I am a size 20, generally speaking, and I am 70 years old. So it'd be interesting to see how these look on somebody older, because they don't really, as far as I can see, like most retailers, don't have an old folks range. So we kind of have to find things that we think suit us. So the first one is this dress here. Now this is linen. This is a linen cap sleeve abstract dress. As I say, I got it in a 22, so it could be too big, it could be too tight, who knows. This was £27.30. So cap sleeve, it's kind of an off-white cream colour background. As I say, it's an abstract design. Got buttons, they're kind of tortoiseshell style, squarish buttons. Long dress, long skirt down to the bottom. You won't be able to see properly until I try it on, but I would say that the skirt is more of an A-line shape. So yeah, it sort of goes in a bit. There's some darts around the waist, and then it flares out a bit. So there's that one. I'm quite interested to see how that looks. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it looks huge, but then I think that about things sometimes, and they actually fit me, and I think, obviously I'm huge. So that's that one. The second one I'm quite interested to try. This is a Asos button through midi linen waistcoat dress. So, and this was what was it, £34, is it? £34? I think so, that's what I've written down anyway. Whoops. So let's move this. So it's an oatmeal colour. Oh, here's those lovely things we all love. And it's literally like a waistcoat. It's got, these aren't pockets from what I can make out, they're just decorative. We have you can see those buttons, sort of a kind of tortoiseshell design. The skirt part of the dress is fairly straight. That's why I really thought I should get a 22 in it. There we go. Sorry, I'm not showing this very well, am I? Don't know why I don't just put it on. So, get the idea. And the bottom, what actually makes it a waistcoat dress is, it's kind of like this at the bottom. So you know a waistcoat's got that sort of pointy bit either side of the buttons. So is this dress. So I'm going to give that one a try for you and see what you think. And the last dress, they're linen, and when I got them out of the pack, each of them out of their packs, they were quite creased up. So I did press them, but I haven't spent loads of time doing it, because if I don't keep them, I don't want them to be like, you know, I don't want to know that I've pressed them. I don't think that makes a difference, but this is the third dress. This is a different style altogether. Well, they're different from each other, aren't they? So this is a V-neck, V-back. This is the back with a tie. This is shearing elastic on the bodice. If I take this hanger out, that might be better, mightn't it? So stretchy top, an abstract design again. I would say this is, I'm not sure if it's white or cream, to be honest. And it has a tear here. She's a poet. And I don't know how long it's going to be. I think they're all quite long. I know, they always are, aren't they? And it's in like a sort of a crinkly fabric. Now I don't know if this will focus and you can see the sort of fabric I mean. So this isn't going to crease. Let me see if I can find the label, if you would like to know what it's made of. If I can find the seam. Talk among yourselves. Oh, it doesn't have a label in the seam, unless it does somewhere further up. I'll have a look and see before I try it on. Yeah, and this is an XL. So the other two were 22 and this is an XL. And I thought I quite liked the idea that this bit was quite wide. I mean, as you will see in a minute, if you haven't already seen my arms, they're all blancmange and old and white. But unless you go around wearing things like this, they're always going to stay white, aren't they? So we do like to sort of get a little bit of colour on us if we can, don't we? And I keep thinking about putting some fake tan on, but I've got worries about that because I've got two containers of the Dove fake tan, which I have used in the past and just to put on my legs. But I don't want to have like orangey legs and the rest of me to be a different colour. So do I put it all over me? Do I put it on my face? I don't know. So sometimes it's just easier not to bother. Right, I'm going to try these on and then we'll see what we think. Right, this is the crinkle midi sundress abstract pattern. This is extra large, and as I say, I would say I'm normally a size 20. So let me just, please don't creak. I'm not sure how flattering this is on me, because it's got a seam here and then of course it's gathered, and I wonder if that, I think that's probably the worst bit of me really, a bit sort of muffin top. I have got my pulley in pants on, but I think it's pulleying in one bit and poking it out somewhere else, so I'm not sure that that's the right thing to do. But anyway, so yeah, V-neck, V-back. It's nice and comfy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I like the V. It covers my super fat bits there, so that's quite good. It's a decent length on me because, as I say, I'm 5'7", so if you're, you know, 5'5" or under, it's going to be scraping the floor probably. Hope you can see that. Probably can't hear me if I talk to you over there. Yeah, and as I say, got the little tie at the back, just a decorative thing. So yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, so that's Asos curve V-neck. I tell you what, keep saying this, I'm going to try and put all these things in the description box today, because normally I get my people to do that for me, but it can't be that hard, can it? So I'm going to try that anyway. But yeah, this was £23.80. Don't know if I said that. Extra large. Yeah, abstract pattern, crinkle, midi, sundress. So let's look at the next thing. Okay, this is the waistcoat dress. I'm not sure about this because I really like the dress. I like the idea of it. It seems a little bit, sorry about the squeak, there's a bit of a gape on around my bust. Then it's all right, and I've actually, as I said to you, I've got a size 22 and I'm usually a 20, but I thought, you know, with something that's fairly straight, I thought I might struggle. So it's not actually tight on the hips, there's quite a bit of fabric, but it just doesn't seem to want to sit right on me. I don't know if it's my pulley in pants that it's catching on, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to lay flat. I don't know whether that's because it's linen. By the way, I've just got a pair of those sort of ballet type shoes on, but obviously these would look, any of these three would look nice with wedges or, you know, platform trainers or anything really, whatever you like. So anyway, so yeah, you can see there's a bit of a gape here, and yeah, I just want to do this all the time, but I don't think it's actually too small for me on this bit. It's a bit too small here, and I don't think I've got the biggest boobies in the world. So right, side view. Right. There's something about this I really like. It's not a girly girl dress, which is nice. I think it's probably a nicer shape for me than the previous dress, which with all the gathering under here, but it's just a bit, I don't know what it is. And like I say, the pockets are just faux pockets, just like to mimic on a waistcoat. I mean, I've said this before, I don't know why everybody raves about pockets on everything. I think it's just me, but I don't really see the point of them in dresses, but each to their own, eh? So yeah, let me know what you think. This was the Asos button through midi linen waistcoat dress in oatmeal. I think it only just did it in the one colour. and I put £34 here, so it must have been £34. Yeah, we will get on to the last dress. This is the final dress. Again, this is an Asos curve linen cap sleeve abstract dress, size 22, and it's £27.30. I think I like this one. It's got, I don't know, it just kind of appeals to me without having too many. It's obviously got a pattern on it, but it's not too sort of girly frou-frou-y. I should say, by the way, that previous dress, the waistcoat dress, the buttons do undo all the way down. I managed to get it on without undoing any of the buttons, and I did this one as well. So this is, sorry, creaky. So we've got 3 buttons down to there, just to the waist. The skirt is, I would say, A-line. It is, we're a bit wonky here, aren't we, folks? Sorry. A bit wonky, sorry. I don't know, feel about with this flipping camera all the time, don't I? Okay, so yes, it's long down to my ankles. There are no pockets that I can feel, so if you're a pocket fiend, perhaps this isn't the one for you. I quite like the cap sleeves because they cover the horrible, I mean obviously my arms aren't nice anyway, but they are a reasonable cover here, and they cover this bit here quite well, where I've got these fat bits. So this is the top of the dress. Right, I'll just walk to the door. I wouldn't really say this is too big for me. I would say that possibly the waistcoat dress was round the hips, but bit too small round the bust. And the first one, the sundress, was fine, apart from I wasn't sure if it really was very flattering. So, side view. And I can imagine this being, I mean, for me, something like this fits the bill. It's linen, so it's going to be cool. It covers up the bits that I don't, well, some of the bits I don't want anyone to see. I like the design. The pattern's not too, you know, flowery or anything. Yeah, and I think it fits around my fat bit around here. I think it fits okay. As I say, I think my pulley-in pants probably make things pop out elsewhere. But yeah, I think I quite like this one. Let me know what you think. Okay, I shall come back to you in a sec. Well, please let me know what you think about the dresses. I would say my favourite was probably the last one, but you might think differently, and I always like to hear your point of view, otherwise I wouldn't ask you. It's quite good doing YouTube, because when you know, a lot of YouTube have said this before, if you watch yourself back wearing clothes, because you're walking to and from the camera and turning around and whatever, you get quite a good idea of how you actually look in real life, rather than just standing there and doing this or that. So you might think you look absolutely divine, and then you look at the video and you think, well, actually, no, thank you. But also having people like your good selves to let me know is great. I will let you know about the washing of the nighties thing, see how they perform. The other thing I was talking about, this mascara, I went and got the box. It's Thrill Seeker, Rimmel Thrill Seeker. I don't know if you can make that out. Anyway, it's Thrill Seeker. Don't know why it's called that. I don't know that it would give me many thrills, but I suppose you never know, do you? Yes, so I'll see you next week. I hope you have a good weekend. We will have a refreshed government of some sort next weekend because it's polling day in the UK today. And we've got the football thing, haven't we, at the weekend, England. We're not even a week through Wimbledon yet, are we? And yeah, so we've got another week or so, I think, of the football. And then we'll be in the Olympics, so that'll be something else for me to have a bit of a moan about, won't it? It's really nice. Sorry to I know I keep saying all the time. It drives me absolutely nuts. I don't know how you put up with it, but thank you for doing so. Please, if you are watching the channel and you like it, or if you've seen my previous videos and like them, please subscribe. Please consider it, because it does help to distribute my videos out over more of YouTube, so I can spread my joy a little bit further. Everyone else can see what a sunny disposition and winning smile I have. So if you would be kind enough to do that and don't already, that would be great. But thank you if you already do that. And if you don't want to, it's fine. It doesn't really make any difference. I still like doing these videos, but I say it doesn't make any difference. Of course, I've just told you it does, but it does make a difference to me, but not to you. If you just like to watch the video, that's great as well. I'm so pleased that so many of you do. Yes, so I will be back with you next week. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. Have a great weekend. Let's hope England win. Do you think they will? And let's hope some of the British people get through to the quarterfinals or whatever it is at Wimbledon. Go us. And I will see you very soon. So take good care of yourself, and bye for now. Bye bye.